Hello and welcome to the PTOC podcast. Good morning, sir. Today we have with us Dr. Abhijeet Wahegaonkar, sir. So, welcome, sir.
Thank you so much and very good morning to you.
Sir, what is the first thing that comes to your mind when you hear the word precision in trauma surgery?
Fabulous question. I think precision equates to function, and whenever you're dealing with trauma, whether it's simple or complex, precision is extremely important when you want to produce good outcomes for your patients, and that translates to enhanced functionality for our patients.
Sir, what do you think today's generation are they too much reliant on CT and MRI images?
Well, not misplaced actually, but like for example, when we trained, we didn't have CTs and MRIs. But we are all taught that there is no substitute to good clinical examination, and your investigation should only kind of complement what you already know from your clinical examination. So, CTs, MRIs, X-rays should only tell you so much more about what you already know from the history and the clinical examination. Um, I won't say that they are too reliant, but it's also a good way to look at these investigations yourself and then try to read them for yourself rather than depend only on the report.
And sir, what do you think? Does precision begins before the first incision is taken? And what is your pre-operative checklist?
Precision is a habit in my mind, and I think it begins not with the incision but with the planning of the surgery. It begins with, um, proper setup of the patient, having a proper checklist, and that includes patient positioning, anesthesia, incision, approaches, dissection, soft tissue handling, reduction, having all the paraphernalia of implants that you might need for that surgery, the instruments and the equipment that you need to execute the surgery, right up to closure and rehabilitation, post op immobilization. So, all of these are very important in terms of the surgical checklist, besides the fact whether it is the right side or the correct side that you're operating upon, whether you have already read up about the surgery. In fact, 25 years down the line, I still read up my surgeries before I sleep.
Yeah, that's not coming to my next question, sir. How important it is to keep on reading books?
Books are good. I think in this era of digital, kind of material that you have and digital reading material, books are a good way to kind of fall back on revising your next stage surgery. And it has been shown categorically that comprehension, retention, and recall is far better with reading print media rather than digital media. It's also important not only to read textbooks but to read current literature. So I would really recommend that we are abreast with the latest evidence as well as what's given in textbooks. Because, truth be told, by the time a textbook is printed, they say that the evidence is already 5 to 10 years old by that time.
What common mistakes do young trauma surgeons do nowadays?
Um, I wouldn't say mistakes. We all learn from our experience, and as long as we are learning and moving forward, it's good. And I think the biggest takeaway is that we should not be hell bent on repeating um, whatever errors we are making. And these could be errors in judgment, indications, execution, and so on and so forth. I wouldn't be judgmental because I too have gone through that phase. We all learn, we all grow, but what's very important is to understand that whatever it is that we do, our patients are at the receiving end of it. So you might as well really try and master your knowledge, skills, upgrade your skills, and then do whatever you can to improve your patient's life.
What is your biggest fear in life?
Uh, my biggest fear in life is um, that I have not been able to do justice to the blessings and the opportunities that have been provided to me.
And so, if any biopic is made on you, which actor would you prefer to play your part?
That's an amazing question. I haven't thought about it, but if you were to ask me for an Indian actor, it would certainly be Amitabh Bachchan. And if it were to be a Western actor, I adore Keanu Reeves.
And so, one final question: one word for PTOC 2026, and one word for Dr. Parag Sancheti, sir.
Oh, wonderful. Parag Sancheti sir is like an elder brother, a mentor, teacher to so many. And one word would be the boss, an amazing boss. I think I'm privileged to have him as my mentor, my elder brother. And for the PTOC, what a legacy. 20 years now. And this conference has gone from strength to strength. We are not only seeing amazing faculty, such a well curated program, but even the delegate participation is outstanding. I was just discussing this with my very dear friend, Professor Anil Bhatt, who is Dean at Manipal. In no other conference would you see a jam packed session at 7:30 a.m. So kudos, hats off, and congratulations to all of you who have been working hard for this conference. And may this conference live and go on till its centennial year and even forward. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for your time. It was pleasure talking to you. Thanks
Thank
a
you
lot.
for having me.